So what do you do when you've got a walking tour of one of the Charlotte suburbs planned for this week's video? Sorry, spitting again. But you smash your toe, break a bone a little bit, and get 5 stitches. Well, you've got to adjust, and what I've done is I've adjusted, and today we're going to talk about all the great things to do around the Charlotte market in the fall, so stick around. Hi, I'm Dave DeSilva, owner of Long Tab Realty, brokered by eXp Realty here in Charlotte, and I've been a Charlotte resident and a realtor full-time for the past 20 plus years. Today we're going to guide you through some of the awesome events that are going on in the Charlotte region, inside Charlotte, outside Charlotte, in the fall. First on my list, and this should be no surprise, is something having to do with sports. So we're going to talk about soccer right up front. You've got tons of levels of soccer in the Charlotte region, and you can go watch it just about any day of the week. You've got youth soccer for younger kids all the way up to high school kids. You've got, again, high school soccer, which is some of the best in the country, and I've seen a lot of high school soccer here in Charlotte. And then you've got college soccer. UNC Charlotte is always nationally ranked and has made, I think, the national finals a number of years ago. And then lastly, you've got the professional leagues. You've got a couple levels of professional leagues all the way on up to Charlotte FC, Charlotte Football Club, which plays in North America's top level of soccer, Major League Soccer. You've got great football around here as well. Friday nights, this place is hopping with high school football. You've got, again, youth leagues, and then you've got college football here at UNC Charlotte, and Johnson C. Smith, I believe, also has a team, and some others around the region. Our professional team, the Carolina Panthers, sometimes they need a little bit of help, but they're still our team. Of course, if you're a basketball fan, you know Steph Curry's from the Charlotte region. His dad, Del Curry, played here, and they both played for the, Steph's out west, but Del played for the Charlotte Hornets, the professional team that's been here for a good number of decades. Additionally, 2 other pro teams, and I'll talk about one a little bit later on, is the Charlotte Knights, the baseball team, which is a minor league team. I think it is a Charlotte or Chicago White Sox affiliate, and then the Florida Panthers NHL team has an affiliate here, and that is the Charlotte Checkers. They're part of the American Hockey League. As you can see, we've got another day of great weather. This doesn't happen 12 months out of the year, but it does happen many months out of the year, and with that great weather comes golf, and golf is in full swing here in Charlotte. A couple weeks ago, we hosted at the Quail Hollow Club the President's Cup, which pitted the best U.S. players against the best players from the rest of the world, and the U.S. came out on top. And like I said, that was in South Charlotte at Quail Hollow Club. Now, there's a ton of other sports going on right now. You've got competitive volleyball starting at the school level, the club level. You've got tennis, and I think it's women's tennis going on right now in the high school level, and in college as well. You've got road racing. Everything you can think of due to this great weather and environment is taking place right about now. Now, before I jump to the next activity, please go ahead and take time to like this video. If you've got any comments about what you hear on these videos, please leave them, subscribe, and then share with your friends. Now, next on the list of things to do in the Charlotte region is we've got fall festivals galore. I'll talk about a couple of those. We've got hay rides, we've got pumpkin patches, we've got apple picking, we've got tree cutting coming up in December for Christmas trees, all sorts of things like that. Coming up this weekend, for example, I think it starts on October 7th, 8th, and 9th at Truist Field uptown, is Taste of Charlotte. So what you're going to see, and this is Truist Field, which is our minor league baseball field, you're going to see 3 stages for music and for performances. You're going to see food all over the place. Some of the local breweries will be there with some beer, just mingling and mixing and having a good time with family, friends, and local Charlotteans. South of town, something just took place earlier in September, and that was Matthews Alive, and that's a 4-day event down in Matthews, North Carolina, a suburb of Charlotte. And we actually did I'm going to put that up here, a thing on Matthews, but please take a look at that if you want to find out more about Matthews. And Matthews Alive is another festival. You've got gazebos and tents lining the streets, vendors out there showcasing their wares. You've got food, you've got, again, alcohol, you've got non-alcoholic beverages, and you've got performers on stage. Just a great small town event. I've been to it several times. I used to push my kids in a 5K race there, but it's really fun. Because we're into October, one of the great things that takes place is, and we've got tons of breweries here, but a lot of them host Oktoberfest events. Oktoberfest is taking place all over the place. If you look at eventbrite.com, you'll see probably half a dozen Oktoberfest events just in the Charlotte region. So go ahead and go there and take a peek at it. We've covered a couple of the fall festivals already, so how about some of the scary places to go? One great place is north of town in Mooresville. It's called Garrigan's farm, 275 acres of a pathway through the farm, and they warn you no kids under 12 because apparently, I've never been to this one, it is very scary. Probably the most well-known Halloween fall event in the Charlotte region is something called Scarowinds, and that's a play on words. There's a place called Carowinds on the South Carolina-North Carolina border, just south of Charlotte. It's a huge amusement park, and they put on haunted houses, a pumpkin festival. Of course, they've got their rides and food and just entertainment. It is a big event in the Charlotte region, and people come from all over to attend. Scarowinds starts from mid-September and goes through October. One thing I can't miss out on telling you about is the events and the activities going out in the Ballantyne area, which is south of Charlotte. On this former 100-acre plus golf cart, there's something now called Ballantyne Backyard. They've got weekly events there, like the fitness training and working out, and they've got monthly events there where every month vendors get together, people are roaming the parks, people are setting up their goods. You can picnic there, you can have food, there's music going on. It's like a festival every month. Some of you may be into the more physical mode this time of year, maybe get some of that weight off before you start eating for Thanksgiving and for Christmas and New Year's. And there's no shortage of physical activities, and we're going to talk about those in just a second. For camping or for hiking, if you live in Charlotte, we've got places that are right in your backyard that'll suit your needs. There are 62 miles of trailway, greenway in the Mecklenburg County Greenway system. These are great opportunities that offer you running, biking, or hiking trails. Someplace like the McDowell Nature Preserve is just southwest of town near the Lake Wiley, North Carolina, South Carolina border, and offers camping, hiking, cookout opportunities. Just a fantastic place. I brought my family there. We've had some friends camp out there with us, and we've also had events there for some teams that I've coached. Now, if you're looking to get a little bit further out of town, a great place that we've discovered is Kingsman Mountain. Have been camping there with family, friends, Indian guides, all sorts of groups over the years, and just enjoyed it every single time. It's about 60 miles southwest of Charlotte and takes about an hour to get there from the south side of Charlotte. It's it's a Revolutionary War battleground. You can walk the battleground, you can see a reenactment, there's a museum there, and then when you're done with that, you head back to your campground, start the fire, cook some hot dogs, and just relax in nature. There's also a water facility there where you can take a boat and go paddle around a little bit. Kind of cool. Or again, if you want to stay a little bit closer to town, you can go down to Cane Creek, which is near Waxhaw, the south side of Charlotte, or Andrew Jackson State Park, which has got boating opportunities as well, and camping opportunities at Andrew Jackson State Park, and that's in Van Wyck, just across the South Carolina border. Now, heading up on the north side of town, a great place is the Lake Norman State Park. You've got, I think, about 32 camping sites there. You can bring tent, you can bring an RV, or for some of those kind of wussies, you can go ahead and camp out in a cabin. You can get 6 people to a cabin, 2 bedrooms. And one thing that just popped into my head that I got to mention, people up north bring their skates down here. They like to go ice skating. Starting in mid-November, the Whitewater Center will open up their rink. It's actually some of their Whitewater area, about 24,000 square feet of ice where you can go skating on it for all day long if you want to. Now, my recommendation for finding out even more things to do and some things that'll suit you is to go into the description portion of this video and go ahead and click some of the links, the URLs, and that'll bring you to different sites that'll tell you all sorts of things to do in Charlotte. While you're going there, please take the time to press that like button, press that subscribe button, share this with friends and family who might want to talk about or see about what's going on in Charlotte, and then make comments and let us know what you want to see in these videos. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.